Good morning, everyone. This is the Kubeflow graduation call for 26th of August. This meeting will be recorded and published on YouTube. This meeting is governed by the CNCF Code of Conduct. As always, welcome everyone. So I see a few folks here new on the call. Do you want to just say hello and introduce yourself before we get started and give a short updates what we have with graduation status? Feel free to, unmute yourself or use chat if you want to say hi.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hey, Regine, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Rajan. I work for a company called HCL. It's a service-based company. I'm trying to get into the Kubeflow space. I saw some post and meeting invite, so I thought I'll join and see us. So yeah.
That's great. Thanks for coming. Yeah, on this call, usually we trying to discuss the blocking items for CNCF graduation because we're moving towards graduation status for the Kubeflow project, and we work in this with the entire community to see what are the blockers and what should be the next steps for us to move forward. But I don't know, feel free to join any other working group calls or projects calls. There are a bunch of them all over the week. So exciting to have you here. Yeah, Matt, you can share the link for you to take a look.
It's moved. It's moved. Where does it move to?
It's in Kubeflow community section. Yep.
Community. That's kind of confusing.
Any other folks want to say hi?
Add this calendar to your thingy.
Yeah. That's right.
Because that's what we're talking about. You have to add the calendar manually.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, let's maybe quickly go through items. So I think in the last 2 weeks, we've been working on this GTR doc. I think thanks a lot to
Did we do the
and
security self-assessment though? Has this been closed out?
Yeah. We can maybe. Do you want to maybe first talk about self-assessment?
That's what I'm saying. Let's just go through.
Oh yeah. Sorry. We have this already. Yeah. So first of all, self-assessment has been merged. And thanks everyone for your contribution to update this initial documentation. So it doesn't need to be final. We can if you especially if you're a maintainer or working group lead, and if you see some incorrectness here or some enhancement that we want to make, feel free to raise a PR and update this doc. So this is a work in progress doc. We can always improve it, and I think eventually I need to talk to CNCF folks, but we need to figure out whether this needs to be moved to CNCF repo. So this I don't know yet. That is required.
So did we? So I don't think we've done the badges or the linking to this S-bombs, right?
Yeah. S-bombs. Yeah, the FOSS account is not here. It's just the the TOML files, the TOML file section.
So do we want to update that? Because these are not correct, obviously.
No, it is correct actually. Just not.
It's not comprehensive.
Enough, right? Yeah, it's not comprehensive, right? But we can.
It's not even in the right format. Like a software bill of materials has a specific format, which is available on FOSSA.
Yeah, but I noticed some projects, they just link their TOML files in self-assessment. Yeah, but
Okay,
eventually,
sure. That's not technically correct though.
yeah. I mean, so software bill of materials, there are a bunch of things, right? And some of the packages, it's part of as bombs, right? FOSS just have a comprehensive report for everything.
Also, it doesn't have the Docker repo, so we need to have a SBOM available, even if it's not that useful, because it's for some companies. Like the two places we need are the Docker files. We can just point people to say get them for each one, and then there's a then for each of the actual apps, they'll have a FOSSA one. I think we linked it down. For example, like if we look at pipelines, if we look at SBOM, you'll get one that looks like this.
Is it shareable link?
Yeah, I think so. Let me just find how you do that. Also, it does not seem to be loading. Oh, there we go. How do I link it? That's a good question.
Yeah, it might be in the settings, so
I think it's probably there, right? I think there's a hard-coded version, which is like, okay. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Maybe it's summary. Compliance report. That's different. How do we do this? Because we will need this for other reasons. I mean, let me just look at it in an incognito window. No. Okay, so you can't see that one. Setting. Okay. Well, we need to figure out how to do that. I think if we do this one, let me do it on a one that I control. Anyway, you keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, so I mean, definitely once we have Fossa set up, we can have it ready. So yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah,
Josh.
Tecton was acquired
Yeah.
by Databricks.
Yep, that's true.
Just a fun thing to say. Someone just said it in the chat.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, good for them. Or maybe not good for them. I don't know what who knows what they wanted.
Yeah, it's a huge milestone. Exciting for this, but anyway, so I think for S-bombs, if once we have a Fossa set up, let's definitely do this. If we can generate the public link. Yeah. Anyway, so any other questions for self-assessment?
So this has been merged, right? So how are we going to get these done?
No, this we need to go like one by one, right?
No, but are these going to get put into the self-assessment is what I'm saying.
I think they're already there. So the only thing which is not there is
this the correct full list? We can remove the
yeah, project compliance. Yeah.
Okay, I can just remove this as a to-do then, because we just need to move these under.
Yeah, for security section, right? Like that. So OpenSF batch, I think it's separate section, and Fossa could be also separate section, right? Yeah, you can just have a section under self-assessment. Right?
I mean, yeah, like it's technically a to-do, but I'm like, it's not really under self-assessment anymore. It's more like
doesn't matter. We can talk about it right now. So, Matteo, do you have hands up about Fossa or?
Yeah, just a couple of points. First, is like I wanted to mention having it as for this bomb, also the link to the TOML file as well. Is that because when we produce the wheels, then that will not be picked up by Fossa, and also until Fossa resolves all the issues, I will not rely on it for at least the SPDX. So maybe the suggestion.
What issue are you talking about?
Well, for example, for model registry, the new setup is not working. What was working before you asked me to disable is currently disabled, but the new setup is not working for model registry.
What happens when what goes wrong?
Well, it's simply not wired up. It's like per request, I disable the GitHub action. So the new things going through the GitHub app of Fossa is not producing pushes to the Fossa project.
Oh, that's because of the hooks. We need to set up the hook. Yeah.
Whatever it is, but until that sort of like, and even when that will be resolved, that doesn't solve the problem for wheel files. So I think that the current sort of like indication that we have there for the section of bomb is good, because you're telling the people these are the artifacts that are going to be generated. And then we can augment that as well with the links to either SPDX for Foxa or anything else that is generated from a wheel.
It's a little bit not correct though, and I think the people reviewing it will know that. Because I just want to get us to the point where we can definitely graduate. You know what I mean? Where nothing is stopping us, right? You know what I mean? And this is one of those things where it's like, this is a sign of a very mature project if you're able to get an S-bomb out officially.
I'm not arguing against that. I'm simply saying is like, for example, from a Docker file, you can just create a SPDX with a couple of tools. I forgot now the names as well, if we need so.
So I think the solution there is just at least because you're the closest to being ready and your app is set up already, we should just test creating Andre. So I'm going to put it as a to-do here. I'm just moving these under their own sections. Okay. The Fossa setup. Okay, let's move that above. Let me just move that. So we need to try and get at least model registry working, you know what I mean? On push, right? So right now, does it not actually, the app doesn't even interact with your PRs. Is that what you're saying?
It was the only thing that was able to make it working for the weekend was a couple of push, but then stopped again.
Okay, it needs the hook.
I can say webhook has been stopped from model registry, just 404 right now.
Okay, so maybe delete those ones and then create a new. It's because the ID will have changed when we deleted it and recreated it.
Yeah, like I can see two hooks set up in for model registry. One is 404, one is successful actually.
Yeah, but no, not
So,
either of them for FOSSA or not.
two of them for FOSSA.
Okay, delete those ones and then go to the FOSSA page and go here. Let me show. I can't really show it on the screen because it shows the key, but I'll link you to it. Let me just. So if we go down.
No, but one is actually successful. Like it's just one returning 404.
Yeah, but it might not be sending the right place.
Who was adding the webhook before? Was it automatically by FOSSA when we?
No. So an admin needs to do it.
Up?
Also, we do need to allow we need to go to the app and to say allow on all the major repos. But let's do that afterwards so that we, in case we need to change the configs because it might block the PRs. You know what I mean? Like you had before, Mateo.
Yeah,
so I mean, like
problem.
You want to enable this for the entire Kubeflow organization?
You could do that as well. I don't think you should, but you could.
Yeah, we can do this for 6 projects for now, but
because people will need to change their CI/CD check failures. You know what I
mean? Yeah, but so once we enable the webhook, it will automatically run as a pre-commit, right?
No. So all that happens is a webhook just tells FOSSA that something has happened, so then it knows to go do something with the PR.
You know what I mean? So whenever say like once we enable the webhook, it will be triggered, right, on every PR.
So to be clear, you've got you're going on this page. I can't show it on screen because it has the key.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You're going to this page, right? I just DM'd it to you directly.
Yes. Okay. Yep, I see it.
And then click auto So have you deleted the webhooks and then click auto regenerate?
I can't try to auto regenerate and then we can remove it if it's
Okay, sure.
Let me quickly try it.
So then we can do a test. And I don't know, Mateo. What we should do is it should start blocking your PRs. Is what I'm saying, right? Or no,
we can delete the webhook. We can delete the webhook if it's blocking, right?
No, well, I guess, but as soon as the app has started interacting, I think it will become a required one.
Let me see.
But so like I can see here, I can show you this one on screen, which that you've unticked this one, right? Which is fine. In the future, we probably shouldn't tick this actually. But
I say check of license issues.
Like what we should do is
so we can that makes sense. Yeah.
So like I'm not sure if it will do anything with the PRs unless this is ticked.
So I think the question is like, will Pro also ignore this failure action for now? After GTM approve, right?
It depends. I think the behavior of Prow keeps changing.
Prow sort of like was blocking even when the problem that the FOSSA.
I think it depends on how the repo is set up.
Not even working. So the problem is that when sometimes it was like, FOSSA started like 6 hours ago, and process, I'm waiting for that job to complete.
So I think Prow does it based off the indicated required flag of the check. And so that can happen a couple of different ways. But I think it's, especially for GitHub apps, I think it's like a flag that they set, right? So Goss has probably set it. Anyway, that's fine. The failure was not that it was going wrong. It should have been failing for license reasons. It was just timing out. You know what I mean? Like and that was because the GitHub app didn't have a connection correctly. Like there was 2 different connections that were wrong. Like the first was that the GitHub app wasn't connected properly. So that then even if it knew the PR was happening, it couldn't do anything. And then, so have you done that, Andre?
Yeah, I'm trying to say it's not like I don't have sufficient permission.
You don't.
However, like I was logged in as a GitHub. Like I don't know why it's connecting. Maybe I should let me try to clear my cache. 1 second.
Okay.
I was logged in like as a GitHub, right? In the FOSSA.
Yeah. So click that button down the bottom, right?
Yep. For some reason, it doesn't allow me to add the webhook for model registry. Yeah, this is strange. Like,
says like which account are you connected to on your
Yeah, it's my email, right?
No. On your FOSSA, which one have you linked?
How we can check it?
The best way to check it is to go add project and then quick import and then GitHub app. Okay. You know what I mean? Like under the root section.
Yeah, automatic. Yeah,
like I'll show you it on the screen so people can see.
Quick import, right?
Add, yeah, that one, and then GitHub app, and then from here you should
Yeah, it should authorize. So this page, I can see it.
And what does it say?
It says Kubeflow for me, right?
Okay.
If I go to view and model registry, and if I go to
Yes.
settings,
Yeah, I can
so
see what you mean.
it
And
wasn't
then,
hooks, right?
yeah, and then I can't show that on screen because it has a key, but
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, no worries. Like if I do auto-generate hooks,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it says like I don't have enough permission.
Okay, anyway, go just do it manually. Go to the.
Yeah, but I manually. Can you do it manually, model registry?
Yeah. So literally, you just go to the
let's
webhook section of the model registry repo,
Okay, add webhook, right?
and then do the one which is for, because you'll need to set a specific event, right? You'll need to set.
Yeah, but what is the?
Let me Google what the events are. Fossa GitHub webhook events.
Doesn't show me here.
Fossa
I can double check another repo, right?
Sorry for everyone else. We're just trying to get this working. While we're doing this, do you want to talk about the next topic? The open SSF badges?
Yeah, maybe. I know we have like something for notebooks and pipelines, which is in progress, right?
Yes, we are actively working on that.
Do I have either? Do I have any updates for notebooks or?
I think he was on holiday.
Okay.
No, I don't have much updates, but Andy is working on this.
So do we know any kind of timeline from him, like any kind of
Yeah, I was not able to attend the call recently. I don't know, Matthew, if they the last notebooks call
Yeah,
and
so
they give a feedback on this.
So yeah, the next step to be able to get to the point where we're saying that we're doing it is where, oh yeah, the task was, I can actually just open it up. Was that we needed to loading, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna set up Trivy scanning on it, and then what we're gonna do. Oh yes, this is something we need your help for as well, Andre, so that we can give people access. Because I believe our GitHub org is an enterprise org, right?
Yep.
So that means we can create custom roles, which we should do. We should create one called like security reviewer, and then for starting with just a notebooks repo, and then. So effectively get a custom role on the notebooks repo that we can assign to specific people so that they can see the cloud code scanning page. And then what will...
Can we just give them right access?
Not, because there'll be a lot more people than people who need right access.
So how are you planning to give them just security access?
Well, we can actually... This one, we should give it to a team. So effectively what we should do is we should create a team in internal ACLs called Notebooks Security, right?
Okay.
And then you manually go to the repo and create a role, which doesn't need to be updated ever because it will be managed by the team. The team will be the member. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need to figure out a way how to do this automatically via ACLs, right?
But that's what I'm saying. So all we need to do is there's only one manual setup, which is the manual role creation. Because
no, but you need to do it for every working group and every project, right?
I know it's a bit painful, but like it's only one.
Like why? So is there any way for us to stop this role by ACLs?
The role?
Like,
no,
what is the permission? What is
so
the permission?
I looked at the tool that we're using for internal ACLs, and because enterprise features are quite rare, almost no one has an enterprise account. There is no integration with custom roles, but we can just manually create that role. You can either create
no, but what is the problem again? I don't say like what is the problem?
No, the goal is no. So again, the goal is so that we can actually have people review the security things without needing to be an admin.
Yeah, I understand, but why this role cannot be created by SLs? Like
no, because it's okay. So the issue is GitHub itself does not give. We should work with GitHub to change this because I think it's important. This is like a premium enterprise feature that they don't give to everyone, but we are an enterprise account, so we should be able to do this. The custom role is otherwise you're stuck with read, write, maintain. So
yeah, like we also have maintain access, right?
Yeah, maintain unfortunately gives the ability to add labels, and because labels are special in GitHub in Kubeflow, so we can make a. So I
still feel that it should be controlled by SLs and just give them more permission.
It will. What I'm saying is we just do one manual setup, which is create the role, and then
No, but
assign.
it is not one manual setup. It's a setup for every project and every working group, right? And we need to update and add people all the time there.
No,
Or
no,
you
no,
mean
no,
for
no,
this
no,
team?
we don't.
For
No,
this
no.
team.
If we add the team as the member of that role.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, and yeah, and then you will let more people
Then
via
we use the
org.yaml.
ACLs to make the team, to update the team.
So, okay.
So like what I'm saying for everyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about is internal ACLs has the ability to go GitHub orgs, Kubeflow. So all of our teams are managed here. So we can just make a new one, kind of like we have notebooks, leads. We can go notebooks-security and then not give anything here. So don't give any repos, right? And then, because unfortunately I checked and these are hard-coded. We could give we could upstream a support for it later. We don't do that right away. Later, right? There's the tool. So, but then what we do is we just make one called security, and then I can't really show it on screen because I don't have access. But when we go to, and you shouldn't either, but you do have access, but don't show it on screen. When you go to an account that has enterprise. Anyway, you and I can fix this after the thing. So my update is.
Just create a custom role and then like grant the permission to this specific.
Yep, and so then that will allow us to attest that we are doing the things.
Yeah, again,
well,
I don't think it's a blocker. Again, for now, it's a good thing, but I don't think it's a P1. Yeah, for me, it's P2.
It's a blocker to us being able to say that we're reviewing all the critical things.
Yeah, but for now, I mean, it's the kind of P2. P1 is like just establishing Trivi, and
that's what we've got here, literally. Yeah.
Did you already have the Trivi?
Well, no, we're doing that like this week, yes.
Yeah, but I already have it. So this is P1 that you need to fix.
Yeah,
not only you, but all of the working groups have to fix, right?
Yes,
no one have it, right? Only Julius has
but what I'm
it,
saying is, I don't want to be the only one who can see that code scan. That's what I'm saying.
It's fine. I agree with you, Matthew. Just it's P2.
That's
P1
why it's number 2. It literally is number 2 on my list.
Yeah. So I mean that makes sense. I mean if we don't have like any.
But what I'm saying is you're the blocker on that one. So can we just do a test run with notebooks, custom one time? Is what I'm saying.
Okay, creating. Yeah, but we need to update the internal SLs to create.
That's
this
easy. That's
team.
trivial. That's trivial.
Yeah. So that makes sense. So can you add
so let's do a test, and then if that works, we can have it with the others. Yeah.
Okay.
And then also we can use it for a non-labeling.
Like how are we going to document this?
In the internal ACLs repo, I don't know. It's fine. Like in the community repo.
Like we need to document it somewhere. So because if
where's the new repo?
Like
where's the new repo steps? Is that community?
Like I don't think we have it there.
I think we used to have one.
By the way, while we're talking, like Matteo, can you try to push? Just.
Oh, did you update it?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's working. Can you try to? Do you have any PR and model registries of now?
But I can create a small one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think that would be super
helpful. And then while you're also there, Andre, go to the app setting for the org and go Fossa and check that it actually still has access to the repo.
Yeah, so in the app, right?
And also, what triggers did you send in the payload for the?
For push, I said for now.
You said push only?
Yes.
You might want to.
Is it not sufficient for everything?
What did the other Fossa one do? The one that it was auto-created?
Yeah, I didn't find any other, so I just enable it for everything.
No.
For yes, what are you saying?
What did the original auto-generated Fossa hook have?
Yeah, this we don't know because I delete them.
Okay, maybe go to the.
Yeah, we only have this one model registry, right? So.
Oh yeah, we didn't. Let me just check. I was trying to find that was what I was searching.
So in push it says successful, right? For now, I don't see any errors here.
Yeah, it's going to be successful in some sense, but I think all that's going to do is that's going to go to here.
Oh,
and then what it's going to do is cause this to be updated, which is great. We do want that, but it's not. I don't think it's going to cause the CI/CD to come up. So let's go to one of your latest model registry ones, Matteo.
Yeah,
we need someone to push. Yeah. Just need to push it, right?
I mean, I can raise a temporary PR if you would like.
Yeah, that's what I'm just doing right now.
Okay, cool.
But also, one thing that I wanted to mention is like it shouldn't really fail PRs because of that. Because the day that I need to fix some CVE, and for some reason FOSSA is breaking, then I will be locked out like I was last Saturday.
No, but so
That's what I'm trying to say.
so what I'm saying is this should be something you can.
We need to find a way for Pro to ignore it, right? For
I
Pro
think
to
Yeah,
ignore it.
or
normally
anything,
Prowl will
any-
ignore things. To be clear, normally Prowl will ignore statuses.
as the screenshot that I sent you, Matthew, last Saturday, I was locked out. I wanted to merge a PR.
I think it was
and
because it was a timeout. I think it was because it was a timeout.
Either way.
I mean, yeah, the CNCF is pretty militant about license compliance. So
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I'm not against it, but you see the point is like if this
oh, I understand,
FOSSA
but I
times
think
out,
the admins should be able to remove the requirement then in that case. Yeah, yeah.
exactly, yes, it's like ignoring it. So I'm not asking for an exception or anything. It's simply that if I'm trying to resolve a CVE, I want to resolve the CVE and not to deal with some FOSSA out of service for temporary.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So how we can ignore it? Like in Pro? How we
so
can just
I think the most nuclear option is just remove the app from the org. If FOSSA was ever down for an extended period of time, just remove the app from the org.
yeah, and I mean for now, can we in Pride, like there's no settings, right, for us? Like in the settings of
Those
the
settings, there is no configs. No. Those are like Prowl is
Okay.
magical with how it decides whether it's going to merge because it's the culmination of like thousands of lines of. Trust me, I've gone through it. It's very complicated. Like I've
So
never
it's not
fully
possible to
understood.
just ignore this section on
No,
the
it's,
merge.
what I'm saying is in the very rare case that FOSSA itself is down and there is an emergency release that we need
No,
to make.
I think so much is a different problem. So I think what Matteo is trying to say, even if FOSS is not down, there will be some licenses,
No.
things
So
we need
in
to
that case, it should be blocked until you go in and make an exception for that specific PR. Because if there is a bad
Yeah.
license in there, it needs to be approved by the CNCF or it needs to be flagged as not correctly marked.
Okay.
saying?
But like, Matteo, did you see any other PRs when the FOSS was just blocking?
No, because
Like
it
it
never
just-
blocked for FOSSA, it blocked for timeout.
Okay, I see.
See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because it was
Yeah.
404. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't
Anyway.
it wasn't the hook. It was that the thing couldn't see the repo.
Yeah, I understand your point. Like,
So in the rare case that we need to make a release emergency, we can just remove it from the org, is what I'm saying. We can literally just remove it from the org.
or we can disable the webhook, right?
Well,
That's
both.
also-
You can do both, yeah.
So I don't see that it's been triggered right now.
Okay, so did you make one?
Neither. Yeah.
Okay, so go to the okay, so what hook did you
Yeah, for push, right? I can share my screen. I don't think it shows.
let me just stop
private.
the recording, I think probably. But let's go through the
Anyway, let's go through other items so we can discuss this also thing. So anyway, so OpenSSL batch, I guess this is still working for notebooks, right, and for pipelines, right? For
Is
Spark
Spark
Operator, I
Operator
think.
done
Yeah,
or
yeah.
no?
When I let me make it to do. I will ping them to ask if they can
Okay.
update it.
Cool.
Spark Operator. Okay, batch.
So
Other
I think
things.
that was the steps
Yeah.
there, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Trivia makes sense. So once we stop this out, we can, also
We can
ask
go through them and
other.
find the ones that are actually medium or higher.
Yeah. I mean, other repos should also do this, right? Six
Well,
projects
that's a
should
requirement
also
for
do
all of
this.
them, right? Yes, but let's like specifically these two are going to have ones that aren't easy to fix. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. So GTR, yes, I think this is ready.
Are we ready to make a PR?
Yeah. So I asked CNCF to review it like 2 days, actually last week. If you don't hear anything from them, I will just move forward and create a PR to update this.
Well, to be clear, are we doing it in our repo?
Yeah, this is like what I need George help here and CNCF help to figure out.
I think we just link it in our application. Yeah, I think so.
It should be same in some repo. Like it should be in TOC. Like I say, some projects created in TOC, some projects created in their own repo. So,
well, I mean, it probably makes sense to put it in. Who knows? We need to ask them.
okay.
I'll put it to do that.
Other things, yes, for TOC. I mean, George is not here, but he told me right now they're looking for some CNCF TOC who will help us to move forward to this. But anyway, I think once the audit is complete, I will just open an application in the CNCF.
Wait, how do you? No, it's Jorge.
George, right? George Custer. It's G-O-R. Yeah.
Let me just anyway.
Yeah, anyway, so I guess for now we're just waiting for Adam and team and security audit to be complete.
Okay, let me just put his name here. Ask. I don't think I have his. Let me check. No, I don't.
I already asked them. I already asked him. Like, it's,
What was the one that did that? Is it in the talk repo? Is that what you're saying?
yeah. Yeah, so let me just an example. Anyway, so I just in any case we can link this Google Doc on our application and then decide what we're gonna do next with the GTR doc. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one has a simple example that you said though. Did someone actually raise it?
I was looking for some GTR.
Or is it a PR?
What is the name of the doc? What was the name of the like the main section? It's
Oh, yeah, it's a go.
general technical review, right? Okay.
Is it in a PR only, or was it not accepted? Probably it wasn't accepted.
Yeah, like I think
No,
in case you're for now they put it in the community repo. So
that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. But I think someone has raised it in a PR, but I think they probably just did that without knowing. You know what I mean?
anyway, I think it's we can discuss it later.
Okay. There's not that many open actually. Did they close all of them?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think four also for adopters were ready. So we have like I think 4 adopters who agreed to give an interview. I think we're still waiting for one of them to confirm.
So does anything need to be added to the content?
For here, some of the sections, but I want CNCF to review. And everyone is also welcome to review if we want to update something here. I think there's been some discussion around, whether we want to don't have a links, but add some content directly in the doc, like a roadmap, for example. Anyway, can we move on, Matthew?
Yeah, of course. I'm just trying to get it closed out.
Yeah, this is again, as I said, next steps. Waiting 1 more week for CNCF to give any feedback. Otherwise, I will just convert this to the PR.
Okay, let's do that then. Wait, waiting 1 week for feedback from CNCF. We're going to do that. Content is mostly finalized. Okay. There we go. So I think we're done there, right? Okay.
Yep.
And then this actual PR, obviously, we will raise it once the security audit. Is this when will we do this one?
Yeah, once this is published, right? Or at least they told us that they complete, right? So
put this down the bottom then. I'll say like, so this is effectively, this is the final request to graduate. The content of the PR is mostly complete. See tracking. Raise it once the code is done and GTR is merged somewhere. Anything else we're waiting on that one? No, probably not. Okay.
no, it's fine.
Okay, and then Okay, and then so the security audit, what's the status on that? And then we can close
Yeah,
out.
yeah. So we have like the initial draft from them. I think we might need to. So do we have anyone here in the call who just want to be involved? Maybe we can, who's not on the security channel or want to help with that one.
Help in which way, sorry, Andre?
I think eventually we just need to review the security audit doc they prepared and maybe just give our, thoughts, comments on this. Yeah, I
next
think you're in the
steps.
channel, right, Matteo, if I remember
So
correctly.
they sent it
Yeah.
over a Google Doc, I believe, right?
Yep.
So if to review it, you need
Actually,
to
you're not the channel. Let me add it to the channel, Matteo once.
And so we need to like WG leads need to review and respond to the audit.
So we don't need so actually we
Okay.
don't need all of the working groups to review this. I think we just need to give our initial thoughts and then let them do their work.
So they're gonna do
because
more?
Yeah, I mean, eventually it will be like 40 pages of their or like independent audit, right? And then they will work with us to see whether we want to address something, right, in upstream.
Okay, I'm just gonna say you, me, and Yuli, Mateo, I'm volunteering you. And
Yeah, Julius, Francisco also I think want to take a look. So
and we'll do an initial review of sent us an initial draft of the audit.
I requested access to the Google Doc because it's not
Cool. Yeah.
it's not open.
yeah, we need to ask them to give you access.
Yeah.
Review and give feedback so they can work on the final audit results, which will be much longer. Yes. Okay. So when are they expecting to have done that by?
I think they have 1 more week, right? No, it's 2 more weeks. So actually, it's the first week of September, if I remember correctly.
End
So it's the
of
next week, right?
first week of September.
So I think overall, given a timeline, like so the OpenSF batch is the blocking one, and I think Trivi and Fossa we need to resolve it, ASAP.
We'll do that
and
after
we
this
need
call
to,
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, and we need to figure out, I think, like what we're gonna do with the badges for UI, right? So this is, I think, from my perspective,
we need to.
most
The only ones that could block it are in here. We just need to get the code scanning in here. Have the people who maintain those projects go through, check if any of them are actually serious, and if they're not, and if we want to change the parameters such that they aren't serious by changing what our definition of a user accessible space is or something,
Okay.
Because again, you can calculate the CVE. There's a calculation formula for CVE severity.
Okay. Yep.
So
anyway,
yeah.
So any other things?
Well, these are the tasks, right?
Yep. Any other questions from other folks? Okay. All right, then I guess maybe we can stop recording and we can go over this Fossa setup. Yep.
Thank you, everyone.